Warning, this show may cause loss of bladder control. Rubber underwear is advised.
Coming to you live from the WBRC studios, it's the LOL Loads of Laughs comedy show. Please welcome your hosts, the funniest guys in the whole wide room, Joe and Mike. Good evening, WBRC listeners. This is the LOL Loads of Laughs comedy show, and I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And welcome to our I can't talk this evening, Mike.
Here's Mikey.
Here's our Salute to Dad special.
Yes, salute.
And if you don't know what you're listening to, you're in luck because we have no idea what we're doing.
Or what we're saying.
Exactly.
You just made proof of that.
Exactly.
The proof's in the pudding.
Yes. So
I like pudding, Joe.
I do too.
Chocolate pudding.
Yes.
Really good.
Vanilla is just useless.
But I'd still eat it.
Well, yeah.
I like butterscotch too.
Vanilla's kind of like the white crayon of puddings. It's just...
I don't like the white crayons. They don't taste very good. The blue's my favorite.
It don't serve much of a purpose. So tonight's show, we're like Mike mentioned, is our Salute to Dads.
Salute.
So we're all of our bits, our skits, our everything we're doing tonight is going to be surrounded by dads.
It's all aimed at the daddies out there.
Yes, so we
the good daddies, the bad daddies.
I'll prove it to you. I had to mow.
Yeah.
I had to mow the grass.
So
when
we
I was a
saluted
kid,
the
right?
moms last
That was
month,
my
so we're
job.
going to salute the dads
In
this
between
month.
our yard
Salute.
and our neighbor's yard, we
You're
had these
fun with
railroad
it.
Yeah, I like
ties.
saying
You guys know what a railroad tie is?
Salute.
Thank
Well,
God.
while you're sitting there saluting, how about
You don't
we start
understand,
off with
man.
a bit?
I hate having to
What
tell
kind of-
people in
Well,
Los
what bit?
Angeles
Drill
it's a
bit.
square
Drill
log,
bit.
stupid.
A drill bit?
A drill bit.
Never heard. It's like you missed a spot. It's like you missed a spot. I was like, Dad, I think there might be a bee's nest under there. He goes, oh, okay. Uh-huh. Bee's nest, huh? That's good. Let me tell you something about bees, John. Bees live in trees. He said that. He said those words. He kicked the log over, took the lawnmower, mowed over where the log was. And it was a wasp nest in the ground. They can do that. Google it. He put the lawnmower right on top of this nest. He thought if he did that, all the bees would get magically sucked into the bag. But bees don't work. Mowed over where the log was. And it was a wasp nest in the ground. 500 bees all over his face. They can do that. Google it. Running around. His head was a honeycomb. He put the lawnmower right on top of this nest. He was trying to punch bees in the face. He thought if he did that, all the bees would get magically sucked. He can't shake them. He's running this way. The bees don't go mowed over where the log was. And it was a wasp nest in the ground. 500 bees all over his face. They can do that. Google it. Running around, Joe. His head was a honeycomb. The pool. And he got in his truck. I wish I was making this up. He got in his truck and he drove off. He just left. He was gone for 2 hours. He came back 2 hours later, covered in bee stings. His face was red and puffy. Looked like a dodgeball. I'm like, Daddy, what happened? What happened? Are you okay? He goes, I tell you what happened, John. I had bees on me. I flipped out. I took off running. I ran past a pool. I got in a truck. And I was like, well, I might as well go to the grocery store now. You know? We're getting a little low on bee repellent. He never learns. Which is weird because he's always trying to teach you a lesson. I'll teach you.
And that was John Reap with David Reap Mows Over Bees Nest. Mike, I have to ask, well, I know the answer to this, so I'm going to change it up. How many bees nests have you mowed over in your life?
I could not count as many bees nests. I can tell you, I do remember the first time I hit a bee's nest, though. A yellow jacket.
Really?
I'm telling you, I got hit like 3-4 times before I knew what was happening. And then when I realized they were getting me,
yeah,
I just left the mower set. Now, this was back in the day before the handle where you let go and the mower stops.
Yeah.
Well, I just took off.
Yeah, so it just made it 10 times worse because it just kept rattling over the nest.
Yeah, and those suckers, they did not want to settle down. And I was mowing for a lady when this happened.
Oh.
And so I had to go back and fight the bees off. But I didn't get stung anymore, just the initial, I think it was 4 times.
Whew, but that was enough.
But the first 2 was in the back of the calves.
Oh.
Each calf.
Oh.
Almost in the same identical spot.
Oh, wow.
But they got me a couple other places, and then they didn't get me anymore. But later that night, I got them. I went back with some gasoline.
And doesn't that work wonders?
It does. But now I did hear this. If you want to be careful doing that. Now you can do it at night, but sometimes the nests are so large and they're angled, so the gas really never makes it to the nest.
Really?
And it's not the gasoline that gets them; it's the fumes.
Yeah. So is that why you always light it?
Well,
disclaimer: don't do that.
I made that mistake once in my own backyard, or my mom and dad's backyard, and there was like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 holes. I don't know. I poured gas down each one of them, and then I lit the match and I threw it down there. Now I never gave a thought to what might happen. But let's just say the ground shook.
Well, I'm gonna say, as long as I've known you, thinking of 30 seconds ahead has never been a strong point.
It scared me. Yeah, I got scared. It was a big boom.
Thought you was fixing to meet the Lord in a hurry?
I didn't know what happened. I mean, I did know what happened because I just did it.
Right.
But when you get that big boom under your feet like that, whoo-wee.
Yeah, because that's one you can't outrun it. You're
in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I did it in the daytime. Underneath a weeping willow tree.
Well, at least you done it in the daytime so everybody saw what the knucklehead was doing. You done it at night, somebody would have called the law.
Oh, my gosh.
Swore an earthquake was coming through.
I think, and I really do think the bees were just, I don't think there was any nests.
Yeah.
But there was little holes all over that yard.
Yeah.
And I was pouring in there, and I think they were just underneath that weeping willow tree. I don't know if it attracted them or what, but man. Because I mean, no bees got me.
Yeah.
There were no bees harmed in this
stunt.
It was a stunt. It was a big old stunt.
In the making of that knuckleheaded stunt.
I have never done that again, Joe.
Well, probably not.
Well, you learn.
Yeah.
By the elimination of what is it?
Process of elimination.
Process of elimination. That's it.
Now it may involve fingers or arms or legs, but it was a process of elimination.
See what I should have done? Poured gas in there and threw a firecracker.
Now that would. I know this is going to sound crazy.
Now.
Mike's tip of the night: don't light things on fire.
Yes. Speaking of tips of the night, I think I'm going to have some people asking me some questions tonight, Joe.
Yes. So on tonight's show, we didn't even discuss that before we got started.
I noticed that.
But
I want to get it out there that people actually write into me and ask me questions, Joe.
Yeah, if you want a sign that it's a sorry world that we live in, people think that Mike is an expert and they value his advice.
Well,
sure, let's go with that.
You need to know something? Ask Mike. I'm going to have shirts made up too.
I wish y'all could meet my 9-year-old. C word night. He's got 20% sight, but he's good with it. He actually gets me in trouble. We got new neighbors moving next door. He knows they're unpacking their stuff. He puts a dog collar around his neck, walks up to where the line would be and goes,
Yes. That's a question. Yes. That's how I see that. This is true.
they're like, what's wrong, little boy? He goes, well, my dad put up an invisible fence so I wouldn't wander the street.
Comes from Mr. Mike Armstrong, and it's my 9-year-old.
Well, of course, he runs in the house. 2 seconds later, they're beating on my door. Don't you think that's a little cruel? I went over to the closet and went, hey, stay away from the neighbors. He's always been funny. Problem with Christopher this year. I think we got some vegetarians on this other. Rabbit foot joke didn't quite go over this well. All my wife's friends are vegetarians. Your salad. They always say the same thing. I don't want an animal to die to feed me. This one slipped in the shower. Vegetarian.
And that was Mike Armstrong with my 9-year-old. Mike, why is...
He wrote that about me and Chelsea. I'm just guessing.
So
the rumors have got out about me and my daughter.
that
No, but I probably shouldn't tell this on air
why not?
because it's not right. I shouldn't tell this, Joe. But she shouldn't have called him, and it was.
Hey, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
tell that
I
on
don't
air.
need
We'll
to.
just-
Just like Chelsea, you can't do that.
You're not wrong, but you still can't do that.
And I really couldn't even get on her because what the other kid was doing,
justified the comment.
and this is that's my son. His mouth even flew open when those words came out of her mouth. I mean, it's just like.
But you can't say that out loud. You can think it.
Being a father of a boy, different. Night and day. And I go back to if we had Chelsea first, there wouldn't have been a second.
See, that's what I hear from a lot of people that have at least 2 kids, and it's always funny. It's always that last kid. You may have 2 kids. You may have 5 kids. It's always that last one that stops you from having any more. So people come up to Cena and I all the time. Oh, why don't you have another? You do it right the first time. There's no need for a second.
Well, and this is one of these true stories, and I'm pretty sure I made this comment. Done it right.
Yeah.
Not very often. But I'm telling you, I was wrong, like a major league wrong. Wrong.
Like a 4-run error.
Oh my gosh, it was just wrong. Now I love my daughter with all my
Oh
heart.
yeah, yes.
And matter of fact, she called me today, and we talked for a little bit. She just wanted to hear my voice. So I mean, we're still pretty close, and
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's no issues between you and your kids, but raising them was different.
and my moral, not my morals, I guess maybe it is my morals. They are different from boy to girl. I think boys should be a certain way, and girls should. For the dinged on that either from
One or the other.
my wife or the kids themselves. But look, I'm the parent, and this is how I see, and this is what I'm going to do.
Well, and I can see where you're coming from because knowing both kids, Ryan out of the 2 was more of the responsible kid, so you couldn't treat him the same way as Chelsea because Chelsea was more of a free spirit. And nothing really bothered her.
So you said that very lightly. I mean,
so you couldn't give both in the same exact roles because it wouldn't work.
right.
Because
Wild paper, kicking back, having a sip of coffee, and I mean, this was Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an adult almost from the get-go.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, she was. What is it they say? You get paid back
For everything you've ever said and done.
Yeah. I got to raise a child very similar to myself.
So your mom put that curse. I hope one of these days you have a kid just like you.
Yeah. I mean, it's it was just that way.
It's there.
Yeah. Now Chelsea turned out to be a very beautiful young lady, but when she was born, as she was being born, I made the statement, I hope she comes out and looks just like me. Well, I'm bald and I'm fat, and she came out and she was bald and fat. I mean, big shoulders. She was a big baby, almost 9 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, she was 8 pounds, 13 and a half, I believe. And but she was just a big little girl, and she came out hungry. She came out screaming. And that nurse, we're trying to calm her down. And my wife kept saying, give her a bottle. It's time for the snack. Give her a bottle. It's time for our daily snack.
Yeah.
And nurse wouldn't do it. And finally the doctor said, give her the bottle.
Yeah.
Gave her the bottle, shut her up. She drank that whole bottle down. I mean, a newborn drank that whole bottle down. I mean,
She
it was
wasn't fooling around.
No. But she was that way as a baby. When she was hungry, when she woke up from a nap or anything, she was hungry. It was instant scream.
Yeah.
Now Ryan, you could talk to him. Okay, I'm getting you something. You just calm down, and he'd calm right down. And
Yeah.
he'd wait for you to get it. Not Chelsea, buddy. It was instant. Now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everything she does is just now.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder where she gets that from.
I'm not that bad. You never heard me cry.
No, but you also said that you didn't think 30 seconds ahead of yourself of throwing a lit match in a hole full of gas
That's
either.
different, Joe.
Now.
That's just different. That's me we're talking about.
Yeah.
I've had a lifetime of experiences to do this.
Yeah.
Don't do this at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Any advice Mike gives, just no. Just no.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Don't do this at home.
Well, sir, what about we take a break and we get ready for our Yo Daddy joke battle?
Okay, but before we do that, let me hit you with a couple of these Yo Daddy jokes. These are actually nice ones, Joe.
Uh-oh.
This is aimed towards your dad, and I think he'll appreciate this. Your daddy's so chill, even ice cubes envy his composure.
Oh, jeez.
You don't think he'd like that?
Oh, I'm sure he appreciates
Yeah, his
it.
head's going to swell, too.
Yeah.
Your dad is so Your dad is so stylish, he can make a onesie look like high fashion. Well, I can't talk at all.
Boy, you knocked that one out of the park, didn't
Oh, I'm
you?
sorry. I'm getting hot in here.
Crack the door open.
Yeah, crack something.
But,
Crack a window.
yeah. No, because then that's how Timmy gets in.
Ah, Timmy. I miss Timmy. Your dad is so stylish, he can make a onesie look like fashion.
Ooh.
Now, I got it out there better that time.
So my question is, are you trying to butter him up or you slam him with
Well,
the...
I'm hoping to borrow some money off of him later. You know, I just want him to. I want to build him up a little bit before I'm
Before
getting
you
ready
break
to
him
knock
down?
that man
Yeah.
down. Yeah, I'm going to knock him down to size here in just a moment.
Well, let's take a break and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
A&M Digital Technologies is the one-stop shop for all your technology needs. We offer computer sales and repair, cell phone and tablet sales and repair, video game console repair, home security camera solutions, website design, and more. Also, ask us about how we can help you preserve family photos and old family movies with our digital conversion services. We service Roane County and the surrounding areas. Whether it's for home or business, we have solutions for everyone. Give us a call today at 304-927-3588 or check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com.
Stop by Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply before you start your next home improvement project. We have the lumber, metal, and hardware you need to complete any project around the house. While you are here purchasing feed for your animals, remember to feed yourself at our delicious home-cooked deli. Let Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply be your one stop for all your home improvement needs. Stop by our store at 4938 Parkersburg Road in Reedy, West Virginia, or give us a call at 304-927-8269. We are back.
We are?
We are.
Again, where are we back from, Joe?
The future.
The future. That's Back to the Future. Not We Are Back from the Future.
Well, this is a spin-off.
Spin-off.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it's same but different.
So this is part 4
Yes. This is the part 4 everybody wants.
with new actors.
Yes.
Now, is your dad in this one?
Probably.
You gonna play the Michael J. Fox role?
Sorry, man.
I know where you going.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of people online and on the radio that don't get that joke, but he'll appreciate that.
I wasn't aiming it at them.
No. No, so if you get that joke, let us know. I was figuring out a way one of us was going to go there. But, and for the ones that don't know, you don't get to know. You got to be in the club.
You got to be in the club.
Yeah.
The onesie club.
Yeah.
Looking stylish.
Those are Dear Mike's. I was going to read Dear Mike's during a Yo Daddy.
Yeah. I don't have your Yo Daddy jokes.
I got them. Alrighty, sir. Are you going first or am I going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Your daddy's so fat. When he went to school, he sat next to everyone.
Where Yo Daddy is so good at hide and seek, they still haven't found him.
Your daddy's so lame, he uses water wings when taking a bath.
Aww. Where Yo Daddy is so stupid, he sold his car for gas money.
Your daddy's so lost. When he went out to buy milk 18 years ago, he hasn't came back since.
Oh. Or Yo Daddy is so stupid, he took the Pepsi challenge and chose Dr. Pepper. Now I wonder how many people get that joke, but that's got some age.
Your daddy's so fat, he doesn't need the internet because he is worldwide.
Well, Yo Daddy is so stupid that when he read on his job application to not write below the dotted line, he put, okay.
Your daddy's so wimpy, when he got your daddy's so wimpy, he got a hangover from smelling Listerine.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, Yo Daddy is so stupid that he asked me what the word yield meant, and I said, slow down. And then he goes, what does yield mean?
I like that one. Your daddy's so drunk, he asked his wife if she was single.
Well, Yo Daddy's so stupid, he put on his glasses to watch 2020.
Your daddy's so fat, he had to get an MRI at the zoo.
Well, Yo Daddy's so stupid, he stopped at a stop sign and waited for it to say go.
Your daddy's so hairy, the Addams family thought he was Cousin It.
Ew. Well, Yo Daddy's so stupid, he thought Tupac Shakur was a Jewish holiday.
I like it. Your daddy's so hairy, the Animal Planet did a 12-part documentary on him.
Hey, that paid good, too. That put me through college. Well, Yo Daddy's so stupid, I saw him jumping up and down, so I asked him what he was doing. He said he drank a bottle of medicine and forgot to shake it.
Your daddy's so hairy, he speaks Chewbacca.
I can't even do it. Well, Yo Daddy's so stupid, he peels M&Ms to make chocolate chip cookies.
All right, now I actually wrote this one.
Okay.
All right. Your daddy's so stupid, he went to the movies to see Closed due to bad weather.
How many you got left, sir?
As many as you want.
All right, I got two more.
All right.
Well, Yo Daddy's so fat, his neck looks like a dozen hot dogs.
Your daddy's so old, he has an autographed Bible.
Oh. All right, here's a Joe original. Your daddy's so old, he was named in the Bible.
Do I got one more?
Well,
did I start? I started.
No. I've still got one more to go.
Okay.
So.
Your daddy's so poor, when he goes to KFC, he licks other people's fingers.
Ew, that's just gross.
Well, yeah.
All right, my last one. Well, Yo Daddy is so fat that even his clothes have stretch marks. That's bad.
All right, I got one last one that this one doesn't count for the
joke battle.
For the joke battle, but your daddy's so fat, when he farted, he caused Hurricane Ian That man's butt caused a hurricane. It's not a hurricane either. It's a hurricane.
All right, so that concludes our joke battle. So if you're watching online, let us know in the comments who won that joke battle. And if you were trying to look for us online, we're on all the platforms. Just look up LOL Radio Show 1, and you'll find us there. And let us know which one of us told the better joke.
Well, that'd be Mike.
Well, sir, why don't we take another break and heal our wounds from our burns to each other about each other's daddies.
Well, I was going to say it wasn't us, it was our dad.
Yeah. And we'll come back with some more bits after a message from our sponsors.
Stop by Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply before you start your next home improvement project. We have the lumber, metal, and hardware you need to complete any project around the house. While you are here purchasing feed for your animals, remember to feed yourself at our delicious home-cooked deli. Let Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply 278269.
A&M Digital Technologies is the one-stop shop for all your technology needs. We offer computer sales and repair, cell phone and tablet sales. We can help you preserve family photos and old family movies with our digital conversion services. We service Roane County and the surrounding areas. Whether it's for home or business, we have solutions for everyone. Give us a call today at 304-927-3588 or check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com.
We are back. Mike, did you recoup from our joke battle?
I think I did, but my dad's probably a little upset.
Well, next time I see him, I'll smooth things over.
He's probably turning over in his grave.
That's what I said next time I see him.
Well, hopefully you won't see him. Well, not in this world.
Yeah. That sounds a little bit better.
Yeah.
You trying to send me somewhere else?
No, Joe, I like you too much for that. I think I'm ready.
All right, so our next bit...
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Would you get ready?
Well, I was going to tell you something.
Well, today, Junior.
I love you, man.
Well, I love you too, buddy. Now let's go.
All right. Where are we going?
I believe teenage.
Always said I had a taste for radio.
Yeah, I believe it. You got the intelligence of an outhouse.
Yeah.
Because I have read the Bible more than once, cover to cover, and it never mentions how old the devil was when he rejected God's authority.
Yeah.
If I'm guessing an age, I'm saying
so
16.
Here's our next bit, Mr. Jeff Allen, and it's teenage.
Devil got his driver's license, drove to Georgia. That's all I know. One heck of a fiddle player, buddy. Is a word. You gonna pass your history test? What is it? Is another word. No, you can't spend the night at your friend's house. You flunked the history test. Miles, I'd immediately boink him right in the eyes. Whatever. Stop that. Hey, get your little angels ready for therapy. They're going. This is America. Your kid's gonna lay on a couch at some point in his life and blame you for everything. You might as well give him reasons going in. Don't stress about it. They're gonna do it. I told my kids when they learn to write, I'll initial it for you. Yelling at them at 2 in the morning and blaming them for all the grief in their life. It may be true. He may have had a rotten father, but at this point in his life, what do you expect him to do for you? I got my answer ready. I'm waiting for one of my sons to call me up at 2 in the morning. You ruined my life. All I'm gonna say is, whatever. Is there? Do over? You know, well, we didn't mean to ruin your life. Hey, why don't you move back home? Me and Mom will re-raise you. Yep, we're a lot calmer since our strokes, don't you know? We can't remember when bedtime is. We can't remember anything. You can move home and help us find our shoes in the morning. That'll be fun. We can't find anything around here. Remote controls, car keys. It's like a scavenger hunt every day. You sure do sound like a nice young man. What was your name again? Did you know that Dry Bar Comedy has their own app? You can download it right now to watch, save, and share clips, and you can watch my entire comedy special right on your phone. How cool is that?
And that was Mr. Jeff Allen with teenagers. Mike, did you ever have trouble with teenagers?
Only my kids, and every teenager I ever met.
So what he was saying sounded right in line.
Right in line. Teenagers. Oh. But you know, we were one.
Yes, we were.
That's been a few years for me.
Not as many as me.
No, but you're getting up there, buddy.
Just throwing it out there. And if I keep on keeping on, I won't make it if I keep harassing you like I am.
Are you 40 yet?
Almost. I'll be 39 this year.
39 this year.
Yes.
So, technically, you have been an adult longer than you were a teenager.
Yes.
No. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah.
Borderline.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's scary is when I tell somebody that, oh, that was 20 years ago. Like, that's not an exaggeration anymore. That's fact.
Yeah. I can say 40 years ago. I can say 50 years ago. I was 9.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I had to have my shoes off and I'd counted all that up for you. Buddy.
Well, I'm impressed.
One more year and I'll be 60. Not even a year, buddy.
That's crazy to think, isn't it?
September will be my 59 and a half. I can draw my 401k.
Ooh.
Without penalty.
Yeah, without penalty. I don't even know what mine. I think mine's probably just a whole nother lifetime.
I can get all $12 out.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
excited.
excited.
You big spender. You. I think I'm up to $2.50 now.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Yeah. And biggie size it?
Yep.
Or super size it, whatever.
Make that a large.
Yeah.
Do they even do super size now?
I don't know if they did.
I don't think so. I think they
so.
outdid that, or done away with that.
Yeah, I
because
think
of
so. Morgan Spurlock.
Because the people were gaining so much weight eating the oversized stuff.
Well, because he did that documentary and gave him bad publicity. So they
My
did away
name's
with that.
Sandy
We need to get
Picker.
away with the
I'm
biggie
Richard
stuff.
Bowden, and
The
This
biggie.
is our band back here, Rugged Rob Stratton.
Biggies.
Get me a
Good to
shirt.
be here in Orlando.
Well, sir, are you ready for another bit?
Cold weather.
All right, so.
Yeah, where
do
we
our
come
bit,
from in
and then
Nashville,
go to
it's
commercial
real
break,
cold
and then
right
once we
now.
come back from the break, you better get ready.
Speaking
You
of
wanna talk.
Nashville, you know, the roots to country music come from the family. Sitting out on the front
Yeah.
porch, singing that
So,
good old
our next
gospel
bit
music.
comes from Pinker
That's right.
and
You know,
Bowden.
a lot of good
And
singers
it
come
is
out of
Daddy
them musical
Sandy
families. For instance, y'all remember the Man in Black? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he'd come out there, he had a TV show, and he'd come out there, you know, walk up to the mic, kind of go, I'm out of cash. I've been to prison. And this is my wife, June. She's been to prison. If we ever have a son, he's going to prison too. Now,
He didn't say that.
Well, no, he didn't really say that, but he's a good singer and he's from a musical family, which is what this song is about. However, this is about one of those musical families that no matter how hard they tried, they just never could cut the mustard. Well, I remember when I was young, times were hard when I was young. Daddy would sit us in a circle, try to teach us vocal parts. But we sounded so absurd, 'cause nobody ever sang the third. For a singing group, we just weren't all that sharp. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor, me and little brother sang bass and tenor.
singing gospel song so bad it was a sin.
Daddy sang bass,
Mom sang tenor,
me and little brother sang bass and tenor.
all the dogs out in the yard would join right in.
A&M Digital Technologies is the one-stop shop for all your technology needs. We offer computer sales and repair, cell phone and tablet sales and repair, video game console repair, home security camera solutions, website design, and more. Also, ask us about how we can help you preserve family photos and old family movies with our digital conversion services. We service Roane County and the surrounding areas. Whether it's for home or business, we have solutions for everyone. Give us a call today at 304-927-3588 or check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com.
Stop by Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply before you start your next home improvement project. We have the lumber, metal, and hardware you need to complete any project around the house. While you are here purchasing feed for your animals, remember to feed yourself at our delicious home-cooked deli. Let Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply be your one-stop for all your home improvement needs. Stop by our store at 4938 Parkersburg Road in Reedy, West Virginia, or give us a call at 304-927-8269.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LOL Loads of Laughs comedy show.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
Easy now.
When I get heated up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. That was to all the dads out there.
Yes, and as a dad, I'm forever grateful.
Yeah, you look it. Just in case there's any talent scouts out there, I just wanted to get that voice out there.
So they can put your name on the do not call list.
Well, at least I'm on the list.
Yeah. And not everybody even makes the list.
That's right.
So now is our Ask Mike segment, because for some reason there is some poor soul out there, or several poor souls, might I put it.
10 of them, Joe. There's 10 of them.
There's 10 poor souls that think that the advice you give is actually worth a hoot.
Well, self-proclaimed expert. That's all I'm saying. You're welcome.
I'll get you a sticker made. It says self-proclaimed expert.
Or you could get that put on my shirt, on my action figure.
We could.
Self-proclaimed expert. Do you know how to spell proclaimed? Starts with a Q.
I was going to say, you're the expert. If you don't know how to spell, it's not my problem. All right, sir, are you ready to answer some questions still?
That's Pat Benatar, baby. I think so.
Fire. Brent and I have been dating.
Well, dear lover boy, when you know, you know. God put good women in front of us. And it's up to you to know how to handle just you.
Dear lover boy, you will find out that she is the right person when she tells you she is the right person.
Oh, that comes up on one of the later questions.
Oh, okay. and shall I quote some Bible scripture? Shall I?
Sure, do it.
Okay. In the Bible, the Lord said He put the perfect woman for you on the corners of the earth. Then He made it round. Yeah. Ready for another?
Let's hear this.
Dear Mike, how do you create a strong bond? Sincerely, Building.
Well, J.B. Weld works great.
I knew it.
Well, I'm not lying.
No, you're not lying.
It's a great bonding
agent.
Yes, agent. But to be honest here, be truthful, be faithful, trust in God's word.
Look at you being all sincere
I'm telling you,
tonight.
buddy. I mean, some of this is just hitting home.
Buddy, I'm shocked. Who is this
Well,
imposter?
these are just things I've learned over my 59 years, buddy.
Being a self-proclaimed expert.
Yes, of being married for 28 of those, and now I'm in another. It seems to be a long-term relationship. Marriage bells may be coming up
Again?
possibly. And I said I'd never get married again.
I
Joe.
know. And what did I tell you?
Oh yeah, but you ain't smart.
I may not be smart, but I might be
you're
right.
You're still on your first one.
Yeah. Speaking of which, drives Cena crazy when I do this. I did a couple years ago. First time she had to go to county clerk training, and she's standing around. She don't hardly anybody. She's trying to set a good impression with all these new people, other county clerks from across the state.
Why?
I don't know. I guess to look professional.
You need to teach her stuff, buddy.
Buddy, I taught her a lesson right there on the spot. So she's standing there talking to this little group of other county clerks. And Sadie and I walk by, and she grabs me, and she goes, and this is my husband, Joe. No, she says, hey, come here. She said, I want to introduce you to these people. I said, okay. I said, hi, I'm Cena's first husband.
Love it.
They started laughing. She could have just,
Try to make a good impression.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't lying.
Yeah, that's how it starts, Joe.
I know. It could have been worse. I could have said, "Oh, I'm her ex-boyfriend," because it's true.
True. But I mean, this is how it starts.
Yeah.
The start of the divorce.
No.
I'm just saying.
Why did you try that same stunt?
Not quite the same thing, but I'm sure I said some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but I won every one of those people in her little circle over. They thought I was just hilarious.
I have come to find, Joe, and I'm being very serious here. My first marriage, I wasn't truly allowed to be myself all the time, and Jessie is encouraging me to be myself all the time.
Yeah.
Even though I do make her very agitated sometimes, because my mouth does tend to run off.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes inopportune times.
Yes. Well, we was on a trip last week into the Amish country with my mom and dad, and there was a situation that popped up, and I just said what I thought. It wasn't nothing nasty. I said what I thought, and Mom just sitting in the back seat, just shocked. Cena's laughing, and I couldn't see Dad because Mom and Dad was sitting behind us. Apparently, he was sitting there snickering because Mom looked at him and said, "What do you think that's funny?" Dad said, "Well, if you don't want to know what he thinks, don't ask him." I was like, "Well, that's pretty sound advice."
Now, my dad he did not appreciate the sense of humor, my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Now, Mom, I don't know if she appreciated it or not. She just never really said a whole lot.
Well, I was gonna say yours and hers kind of ran pretty parallel.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty, sir. How about another question?
Go for it.
All right. Dear Mike, how do you deal with failure? Sincerely, not a winner.
Well, dear, not a winner. We all fail at some point, but it's all about getting up, dusting yourself off, holding your head up, and trying again.
Can I take a stab at this one?
Go for it, buddy.
Dear, not a winner. Ask your spouse; they'll tell you.
Or cheat. You won't lose. Now, I don't mean cheat on your spouse. That's a big one.
I'm gonna say you kind of set yourself up on that
No,
one,
no,
buddy.
no.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Dear Mike, what's more important, doing something that is right or doing something that is easy? Sincerely, Looking.
Well, dear Looking, always do the right thing. Always. Because if you do something easy...
Didn't you date her? So I had to go.
Oh, my mind went somewhere else as soon as I said that. If you always do something easy, it comes at a price.
Yeah.
So always do the right thing. Oh my gosh, Joe.
gonna get thrown off the
Oh, I
air.
started saying it, and I was just like, oh. Oh.
Well, that kind of got you shook up, didn't it? buddy?
Yeah.
Dear Mike, is it irresponsible to buy a hot tub before I buy a house? Sincerely, Bubbly.
Dear Bubbly. Yes, it's irresponsible. Unless you have your own land.
Yeah. My question is, how big a hot tub we talking? Like, if it's just you,
Oh,
then
come
yeah, it's
on.
probably going.
No, save your money. You can buy the hot tub later when you get your home. Put it on your back deck, your backyard, whatever. Build a fence around it. Nobody wants to see your naked butt.
Well, what? Okay, what if they build like a little barn shed setup around the hot tub where it's actually indoors?
Actually, I think that's called a privacy fence. A privacy fence.
No, I'm talking about an actual building. If they build a building around the hot tub,
You don't need a hot tub then.
what's it inside the hot tub at that point?
Ah, you don't want inside. You want outside. You want to do the hot tub in the
Well, if it's
in the
well,
winter
if it's all glass windows.
Again,
around.
nobody wants to see that.
Well, that's their problem. That's what happens to all the looky-loos and want to nose in your yard when they drive by.
won't look. No, they still look. They're still look.
Well, make it worth their while. Make it worth the price of admission.
Free.
Well, we're here to have some bad advice
Oh my!
tonight.
I think I've done some good advice.
Dear Mike, is grilling in the rain a bad idea? Sincerely, Soggy Meat.
Well,
cousin of yours.
Dear Soggy Meat, in no way is it a bad idea. Then bolt the grill down and continue to grill. Grilled food is top notch. Fall, spring, it doesn't matter. Just grill.
Now, Mike, this next question, it sounds like you wrote this yourself. Dear Mike,
I remember this one, Joe.
if I pretend to be busy while avoiding work, does that count as multitasking? Sincerely, Management.
Well, dear management, now we know how you got your job.
Next question is, are they hiring?
No, it is not multitasking. It's called laziness. That's all I got to say on that. Do your job.
Good job there, Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say
Just
about
do your
that.
job.
Dear Mike, oh boy, financial advice. Dear Mike, should I start investing or just start buying lottery tickets? Sincerely, Scratcher. The name alone worries me.
What's he scratching?
Exactly.
I'm probably talking about the lottery. But anyway, dear Scratcher, always invest. Always, always, always. That's the only way you're ever going to get retirement in any way, shape, or form. This is just my opinion. The chance of winning the Mega Millions is roughly 292.2 million to 1.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying you're an idiot if you're relying on lottery for your retirement.
Well, now, I don't want to brag, but I got a tote full of Beanie Babies in the attic, buddy. That's my investment.
Well, Joe,
What could possibly go wrong?
early on in life, mine was football cards and comic books. And you know what?
It
I
kinda come
still
out
have them,
Kind of hard to give up, isn't it?
especially the comic books.
Yes. Dear Mike, is it normal to yell at inanimate... Oh, this is you, totally. Is it normal to yell at inanimate objects when they don't cooperate, or am I officially becoming you? Sincerely, Busted Knuckles.
Well, dear Busted Knuckles, yes, it's normal. Absolutely, positively, it's normal.
Mike does this on a regular.
Welcome to my world. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, before we came in to do the show, Mike was out in the parking lot screaming at clouds. And he was yelling at Timmy to get off his yard, and this wasn't his yard. All right, sir, you ready for your last advice of the night, or are you getting wore down?
I'm getting wore down, but I think I got one more in me, Joe.
All righty. Dear Mike, what is the best way to apologize when you're technically right, but still somehow in trouble? Sincerely, not wrong. I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark before you answer this, sir, and I'm going to say he must be married.
That's exactly what I'm assuming you're talking about your wife or significant other. So yes, that's exactly where I went, because when you said somehow in trouble, when you said somehow in trouble,
Yeah.
it's like a psychic ability
You had a third sense about this.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, dear, not wrong. I'd like to say, first off, buy jewelry and keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It will get you far in life. Don't be like Mikey, not like the guy previous, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
But don't open your mouth. Don't say anything out of the way. Agree to disagree.
No,
I wouldn't finish.
Okay.
Agree to disagree silently. Don't ever say it out loud.
Okay.
But you can do that in your own head. If you're right and you know you're right, keep your mouth shut. Because you're going to lose.
Yeah. Yes. Dealing with a spouse with an argument is like dealing with the police. Anything you say can and will be held against you.
30 years down the road. Well, I will say, and I will bring this up. At the end of my marriage of 28 years, stuff that I had said in the beginning of the marriage, or even when we were dating, was brought up. So they don't forget. And don't call them an elephant. Don't say that they're like an elephant, because they did that wrong. Trust me on that.
I'm going to say that's about 30 different ways of no.
Oh, yeah. I said don't do that. I'm trying to help these
poor folks.
People out.
Yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut. That's the best advice I could give you. And I do mean that wholeheartedly.
Well, sir, I got to say, this wasn't completely, absolutely bad advice. Wasn't the best, but I mean, I'd expect worse.
You know the last one is definitely.
Oh, yes.
Great advice.
Yes.
Buy jewelry, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. So if you think that you need Mike's advice, be sure to send us an email at lolradioshow1@gmail.com, and we might answer that question on a future episode.
Or if you know me personally, just come up to me and ask. I would be glad to help.
But again, WVRC, Joe McDonald, and any of the sponsors of this show are not responsible for anything Mike says.
I'm in the IT world, so yes, this is what we like to do. We like to help. Right, Joe?
Sure. All right, buddy. Well, let's take a break. Let you recharge your batteries here from giving out all this wonderful advice.
I like to stick my tongue on a 9-volt battery.
Well, you do that.
It puts a charge right back in me.
Well, let's do a quick charge. Well, use two. And
Let me show you something.
You. Why don't you take 2 9-volts and then call me in about 10 minutes?
Oh.
So we're going to take a break, let Mike recharge, and we'll be back with a Ray Stevens song of the night.
Stop by Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply before you start your next home improvement project. We have the lumber, metal, and hardware you need to complete any project around the house. While you are here purchasing feed for your animals, remember to feed yourself at our delicious home-cooked deli. Let Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply be your one stop for all your home improvement needs. Stop by our store at 4938 Parkersburg Road in Reedy, West Virginia, or give us a call at 304-927-8269.
A&M Digital Technologies is the one-stop shop for all your technology needs. We offer computer sales and repair, cell phone and tablet sales and repair, video game console repair, home security camera solutions, website design, and more. Also, ask us about how we can help you preserve family photos and old family movies with our digital conversion services. We service Roane County and the surrounding areas. Whether it's for home or business, we have solutions for everyone. Give us a call today at 304-927-3588 or check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com.
We are back. Mike, did you recoup? I see you used apparently at least 3 9-volts because your beard's a little extra frizzy, isn't it?
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout.
Where's the mute button on this?
Good luck with that, buddy.
I know.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Who's Lorraine?
Lorraine, you know Lorraine. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the... Anything you wanted to sing about.
Sponsoring ship?
Just sponsorship. Yeah,
well, and you say that I run fast and loose with the English language. Sponsoring ship.
Sponsoring ship.
Kids,
well, I'm just thinking you could...
Kids, fun fact of the night. Stay and score, you'll end up like Mike. Sponsoring ship.
Fact.
That's it? No fact after that? Just
fact. Check. check.
Why do I even bother?
I don't know.
You know,
Do they have air conditioner in here? Man, I'm telling you what.
I think Drew's in there like stoking the fire and turning the furnace.
He's trying to get rid of us.
I believe he is.
Is it?
And I think it's starting to work. Well, how about this? How about we do a race team song tonight, then we'll wrap this show up.
Never
Wrap her up.
All right, so our race team song.
Facts, man.
Our race team. Are you got the audio system now? Our race team and song of the night is.
My dad.
I know it.
Never planned a freeway.
Did you know I got hit in the ball?
Like
Let me show you that ball. Our race team and song of the night is My Dad.
But if you need his help, there's not a thing he wouldn't do. He doesn't play piano or the violin, you know. Yeah, but he can play a radio as well as any pro. My dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't. Oh, my dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't even try. He's got the greatest laugh. He's not afraid to cry. I really can't imagine that he ever told a lie. He forgives so fast when you've done something you shouldn't. My dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't. My dad never ran for office, never found a cure for some rare disease. My dad never swam the channel, never did learn how to speak Chinese, never once played Hamlet, had a friar's roast, and whenever he cooks breakfast, well, he always burns the toast. He's never been to Europe or seen the pyramids. His favorite pastime is just bragging about his kids. My dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't. Oh, my dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't even try. His life may be simple, but it's far from humdrum. For an ordinary man, he's extraordinary as they come. I once tried to describe him, and I couldn't. My dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't. My dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't. Oh, my dad could beat up your dad, but he wouldn't even try. I remember long ago, and it makes me awfully glad. I looked down from heaven and said, I want that guy to be my dad.
And that was our Ray Stevens song of the night, My Dad.
My dad. Ooey Gooey was a worm, a little worm was he. He crawled up on a railroad track to see what he could see. Ooey Gooey. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. I don't know any more of that.
Thank the Lord for miracles. I was hoping you was sitting on them train tracks with ooey singing.
It's close enough.
I think I'm having a stroke. I honestly think I'm having a stroke.
Annie, are you all right?
No! Folks, I would ask for help, but I don't even know if help could help this. Good night. Gee, yeah, next week I'm going to get a message from you. I don't know why Drew canceled our show. I don't know either, Mike. It's fascinating.
Fascinating.
Well, sir, before we roll out of here for the night, we have some ground to cover before we leave.
Yeah, okay.
We need to remind people of...
Do we need to mow the yard?
Well, maybe if you keep this up, keep mooing into the microphone. But we need to remind the folks about the comedy show that we're going to be special guesting.
Attention, please.
Yes. So, if you are a fan...
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you done yet? Just get it out of your system now.
I can't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of Mr. Grayson McGowan, he is coming to Spencer, West Virginia on Saturday, September 6th. Tickets are available now at lolradioshow1.com or contact A&M Digital Technologies at 304-927-3588 for a night of laughs. So Grayson is coming to town, and Mike and I are going to be special guests.
Special guests.
So that is Saturday night, September 6th. So get your tickets now.
Yeah, we will be hosting. I guess we will be the starting.
Yes, we'll be the special guests.
We will be introducing.
Yes,
Grayson.
Yes,
and I'm quite looking forward to this.
And we have a whole night of laughs jam-packed.
Yes, we do. Now there may be some slapstick,
because Mike don't walk very well.
I'm just thinking Joe might slap me before the night's out.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all see the stick I'm going to slap you with.
Because I'm bringing my paper that
Now, I would not put that past you in the least.
Christmas wrapping paper, how they're long.
Yes.
I can reach out there in the audience and touch people.
It'd be like the phone, you can reach out and touch someone. The next week, you're in court with a restraining order.
Oh, for wrapping paper.
Yeah. Your Honor.
That's September 6th. At what time, Joe?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
So get your tickets now. And tickets start at $25 for general admission, $30 for a reserved front row seat. So very affordable. And a full night's of laughs at Folklore Pizza and Bistro, located up Steel Hollow. So not only can you come and have a night of full laughs, but you can get a good meal while you're there. So it's a one-stop shop.
Are they going to feed us too? Can we eat while we're up there talking?
If we pay for our meal, I'm sure they'd feed us.
That might be okay.
Yeah.
Slice of pizza.
Yeah.
People be hard to understand me though.
Yeah.
I can say, "Ooh, look what I'm eating."
Yeah. Y'all want seafood? Y'all like seafood?
See, that's all about the comedy bit.
Yes. So be sure to get your tickets now. LOLradioshow1.com or call A&M Digital Technologies at 304-927-3588 and they'll get you all straightened out. That show was sponsored by A&M Digital Technologies, Folklore Pizza and Bistro, WVRC, and Mike and myself, the LOL Loads of Laughs comedy show.
Yeah, we'll be there. We will be there. Grayson is a funny guy.
Yes.
And I can't wait to see this happen.
Yes. So
I can, however, wait for the cold weather.
Yes. I can wait on that.
Yeah.
So now next month we won't have a show because that's usually our vacation. So we'll be back in August and we'll probably have Grayson on promoting his show in September.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, buddy, did we cover all bases so far?
I think so.
All right.
I even got a little singing in.
Well, that's just wonderful.
Well, I thought it was.
Well, that makes one of us.
I got to give advice. I got to sing a little bit. got to tell the public about what we're getting ready to do in September.
Yeah.
September 6th
Yes.
at 7 p.m.
Yes.
And you know, if you want to laugh, people come see us.
Yeah. Yeah. If you see Grace's material online, he is corporate America's favorite walking HR violation and the feral housewife whisperer. And if you don't know what a feral housewife is, come out September 6th and you'll find out.
And meet his wife.
Yes. She wears that as a badge of honor.
I'm sure she does. And he wears it as a frying pan.
Yes. As a permanent scar on his head.
Permanent scar.
All right, so before we roll out here, we got some thank yous to get out of the way. First, we want to give one last salute to all the dads out there.
I was a little late on that joke.
I know you was.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about stuff.
You tried to, nothing happened.
No, I was getting nervous about performing in front of people.
Well, that's 2 months away.
September 7th.
6th.
Oh, it's September 6th at 7 p.m. See, I was close.
Yeah, people show up on the next evening and wonder why nobody's there.
Well, they can call us.
So, first off, we want to thank our sponsors, A&N Digital Technology and Terrell's Metal and Farm Supply, for making this show happen. We next want to thank Drew and the crew up here at WVRC for letting us come crash the station once a month for our wit and wisdom.
Definitely the wisdom. Not the wit.
Some of the wit, just a little wit.
Yeah. Little wit, some wisdom.
Yes. And last and most certainly not least, we want to thank all of our fans for following us and supporting us and supporting the show. So be sure to reach out to our sponsors and check them out. And be sure to follow us online at LOL Radio Show 1. We're on all the phones or wherever.
The radio, on the radio.
Or in the bathroom in some cases.
Well, I don't want to be in the bathroom. It stinks in there sometimes. But anyway, thanks everybody. God bless. And we will see you next time.
And everybody have a fun and safe summer.
Yes. Have a
Wear that sunscreen.
If not, get sunburned. We don't care.
Yeah.
We'll make fun of you.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.